Hey, welcome back to Hillbilly Adventures. I've been messing around with a couple things, and I should have recorded me building them, but I'll be honest with you, I got a little lazy. But let me show you what I've been up to. I got a friend of mine who got a UTB18 Axial baby Capra, and we went to his house, and he put a sand scorcher body on it, and he's doing the V1 bugger deal. And man, I hate to copy somebody, but I was really digging it. Short story, back in the day, we had a Volkswagen Beetle. I've always loved Volkswagen Beetles. I remember riding in one as a kid. Never owned one myself personally. And with the prices of them going up, and in this area, what ones you can't afford are rust buckets that would require years and years to restore, of time I don't have. The next best thing is RC. So you guys saw where I did the little Herbie Tamiya M06 build, and well, I've been at it again. This time I copied my buddy. I got me a UTB18. Yeah, that little baby Capra. I got me a little baby Capra from Axial, used off of eBay. I ordered a chassis, and then I put this new 3D printer back here to work, 3D printing me some chassis parts and stuff. And I got it all together, and the other night I even had an airbrush given to me by another friend of mine back in the day I airbrushed as a kid, but I haven't done it in a long time, and well, it took a little while, but my second body that I sprayed turned out pretty cool, I have to say. It was kind of a happy accident. So let's get the rolling here. Let me show you where I'm at right now. I'm almost done. So right here is my little baby Capra with a Volkswagen body on it. Yeah, I even painted the motor. And this paint job, man, it turned out really, really cool. And I don't know why it is, I can't get away from like a green color. This was actually supposed to be yellow. Yeah, and it's got lights. But the backing color that I had, I was using the Spaz candy yellow, and it said to back it with chrome or another paint. Well, only chrome paint I had was one that I had bought for my wife, which was like a chrome blue. And I was like, well, maybe that'll work. And I tested it on a pop bottle. I spray painted a pop bottle and then backed it with that blue, and it actually looked yellow. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that'll work. Didn't work on Lexan. So, as you can see, I mean, it is yellowish green, which is kind of funny because it's like all of my crawlers for some odd reason end up being green for the most part. But it's like a yellowish green, and in the sun, which you can't really see here, maybe if I use this light, maybe it'll pop. Let's see if I can get it just right. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to work. Yeah, there you go. You can see it a little bit. And it's almost like it changes colors, because in the sun it goes from like that green to a yellow depending on how bright it is outside. So it's like a happy accident. And the fenders and all, those were supposed to be root beer, and they turned out pretty good. It's like that golden candy root beer. And I was doing the same thing, trying to find a color to back it with, and I couldn't find anything. And I actually have a copper that is it's not a Lexan paint, but it worked, and it worked really well. I'm just hoping it doesn't chip out of there, which I don't think it will. I've used that as a backer in cars in the past, and it's never flaked out or anything, so I think I'll be okay. But yeah, this thing's wicked cool. I'm still not done with it. I have tires, and I've already got the well, I have tires. I'm waiting for the wheels to finish it off. The wheels are gonna be kind of a gold, and I'm gonna put these tires on it. These are the small high racks. So, and that should finish it off. But yeah, that's it's a pretty cool little project. I mean, if you've got a little baby Capra, or if you're thinking about getting one, and you want to just kind of do something different with it, I mean, I think it's freaking awesome. It is a little expensive. I ain't gonna lie to you. The chassis, oh, man, it's all in. It's shipping and everything. You're looking at about $80-$90. If you don't have a 3D printer, if you have to buy the 3D printed parts from them, you're looking at more like 150 plus, depending on what deal they're running at the time. But I mean, as far as cool factor, I dig it, and it crawls pretty good. I actually took it in the living room and had it crawl on the coffee table. It seems to be pretty good. I can't wait to actually use it. I didn't think this thing was going to be ready to be used anywhere, but I think it might actually end up being used probably at Beat the Creek. I might take it up there. Kind of depends on what room we have, because we're taking a bunch of other stuff too. Axial Fest, it will definitely be at Axial Fest this year, because I really love this thing. Man, I keep this up, I'm going to have to buy me a Volkswagen Beetle. That's all there is to it. I need more junk, but I think it'd be also awful cool if I could find a way of putting an interior in this thing next. I think to cover up the wires, because it's got the windows turned out great. I haven't even cleaned them a little, because when you take the tape off, there's always that little residue. I haven't went in there and cleaned that yet. It literally got sprayed last night. But I mean, I think I even did the painted in the tail lights. But as you can see in it, you can see everything. So I think maybe trying to find an interior to sit in there would be really, really cool. As long as it's not real heavy. I might have to look around and see if anything fits. If you're watching this and you know of something that'll fit in that little Lexan Sand Scorcher body, hit me up, put it down in the comments, or if you go to my main page, you'll find there's an email link where you can email me, and let me know what'll work in there. Save me a little bit of research at least. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. If you guys have been watching this channel, I'm always clowning around with something RC, on the side, just to have something to do. Man, this thing here, I really, really like it. I like it more than I thought it would. And when we were at my buddy JR's place, I liked his a lot, and a lot more than I thought I would. When he first, ran the idea across what he wanted to do, I mean, I liked it. I seen it on YouTube. Matt and Josh on Scale Builders Guild and Harley Designs. They actually did these, and I liked it then. I said, wow, that's really cool. But then when you see it in person and actually help somebody put one together, man, it's a good kit. Yeah. If you 3D print your own, the only thing that I would recommend is to get you a 3mm tap, and tap all of your little holes there for your screws to run in, because I did have some cracking issues with my PLA that I used on some of the smaller parts and had to reprint. But the ones that I just took the tap and just tapped it and was just real gentle about tapping it, they went together like butter. For mounting the body, I actually used nut certs. I have some of those laying around, and this is something I would recommend. I mean, I don't know if anybody else has had this idea. I mean, other than me, but sometimes I come up with stuff that people have already done. But as far as I know, I haven't seen anybody on YouTube do it, but you know, I'm crazy enough to do it. For your body mounts, you can go on Amazon and you can get, I don't know if you see it right there. See those little brass inserts, right? And then your screw just screws right in like butter, and it reinforces it. And the way those work, those are made for PLA. And you basically take that thing and you stick it on the end of your soldering iron. You turn your soldering iron on, and I did drill out the holes a little bit bigger diameter, so you know, I wasn't like, you know, splitting the plastic. But anyway, after drilling them out, you just take that soldering iron with that little brass insert on it, and you just push it in the hole, and it's got splines in it, and it'll actually twist as it goes in. And then as soon as it's in, you know, the depth that you want, you pull your soldering iron back out. And then after it hardens, it ain't coming back out of there. And then you also don't have to worry about running your screw in there too tight and actually, you know, tearing up the PLA and having to reprint, you know, the skid plate. So that is something I would recommend. They're insanely cheap. I bought mine years and years ago. I've got a box full of them over here, and I don't think I paid much for them. They're pretty cheap. If you're thinking about doing this, that might be something you might want to look into as a way of mounting the body, especially since I'm using a Lexan body instead of a hard body. You know, it's a good idea, because I don't want to rip this, you know, Lexan, you know, and even if you have a hard body, it'll waller them holes out over time. And at least with this system here, you can just slap it together and don't worry about it. Anyway, that's what I've been up to, guys. Just a little bit of an update of what I've been clowning around with. You know, thank you for watching, and please subscribe and remember to like. If you like, it actually helps push this video out to YouTube and gets me a few more views. So I appreciate you guys. Y'all take it easy. We'll catch you next time.